Alan, Travis Perkins had results today, their latest results for the UK building supplier, and the shares are down. So what did they report?
They had their latest earnings come out, and they were talking about the last quarter in particular, up to September. They weren't very good.
Bad weather?
No, not bad weather, but they're saying that maybe the builders themselves, some of which have come from Eastern Europe, may have just decided to go on holiday. They didn't see this type of footfall, people coming into their builders merchants as they expected. And clearly the market was very disappointed. The shares were down a fair bit.
Okay, and is this sort of a broader indication for the UK housing market?
Well, I don't think so because, well, I think it's too early to tell. Here's why. First of all, we have seen housing transactions start to pick up in February and March. So there's some signs of picking up. It may be a bit early, but it has been a leading indicator for Travis's shares in the past.
Is that because people do up their houses either before they're going to sell or once they buy somewhere?
Yeah, that's the idea. Particularly the point is when they move, there's something to be done, and people start coming in the shops. They hire the builders anyway. The issue though is it's a little bigger than that though, because Travis's shares were a price for growth. If you think about their earnings their price to earnings ratio over the last 10 years, 5 years, 12 times on average. But they've been getting up to 14, sometimes 16 times in recent past. So at 14 times it was priced for a bit of good news, and in fact they got bad news in the market, so the shares were sent down. There's something else that happened as well. A rival in part of their business, in the insulation business, a company called SIG, also announced a downward revision. Those shares fell very, very sharply. So in sympathy, I think Travis's shares fell. But there's another issue with SIG that Travis does not have. SIG has a fair bit of exposure to France. About a fifth of their sales comes from France, and they said France is hurting them. Travis Perkins does not have exposure to the mainland continent at all of Europe. So it's apples and oranges, really.
Okay, and they were both trading at around 14, weren't they, beforehand? So, okay, thanks very much.